Joining us now is Jenny Tolman. Jenny, welcome. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Very well. So I got a call the other day and they were telling me all about the exciting things that have been happening in your music career. So congratulations. How are you feeling about everything?
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Well, it's been wonderful. So I had my first baby on New Year's Eve. So he's a 9-month-old now, which is crazy. And so I just started putting out my first new music since having him. So I've got two new songs out and just jumping right back in. We just had a big ol' festival out in Jackson Hole, Cowgirls at the Cowboy, which is an all-female festival that I host at the $1 Million Cowboy Bar. So it's like jumped back in full force. Lots going on.
Now, do your boots still fit? Because when I had a baby, my shoe size went up by like a half a size. So I'm just curious, did
It's
you?
true.
Okay. So
No,
were you?
it's a thing. I used to be an 8.5, and now I'm definitely like, if I'm buying shoes, I'm getting a 9.
There you
There are
go. So it's
some I
time.
still squeeze into some of them, but there are a couple where I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not want to wear these ever again because they hurt so bad.
New baby, new boots. I think that's how it should just
Yep.
be, hand in hand. New baby,
I
new
like
boots.
that.
So,
I'll tell my
where did?
husband that too.
There you go. So, Jenny, where did you grow up? Where are you from originally?
So I was born and raised in Nashville. I'm what they call a unicorn. It's very much a blessing, a little bit of a curse. Just all the, I think it's funny. Everybody that moves here, I'm always so impressed by because I'm like, I think that God knew that I would not be able to leave everything that I knew and go to a new place because I'm just, like I said, so inspired by people that can do that and amazed. So it's such a blessing in that way. But also, when I mentioned that it's a curse, it's funny because everybody has their hometown that they get to go home to or that they have their hometown fan base. And mine is the one that everybody moves to. So it's a funny little dichotomy, but it's obviously one of the best places and so much fun. And I'm just really grateful that I've gotten to see it in all of its forms because it's definitely changed a lot over the years.
It absolutely has, whether it's Broadway, with all the iconic neon that's there, or, the outskirts of Murfreesboro, and then there's Franklin. Nashville is just absolutely beautiful and such a nice
Yes.
town. But yeah, it went from like, I grew up in St. Louis, so we would go to Nashville on
Oh,
vacation because it
wow.
was only like a 5 hour drive,
Yeah.
right? So I also have witnessed all the different um, changes, but there's so many
Yeah.
wonderful things like Love Biscuits and all these fun places to go to, right? So
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
great community. And also great music shops. So obviously you were able to go to like the record stores and you were able to go see live music. And so what inspired your most recent song, Timbuktu, that you're doing? Because that's really cutting edge, something fresh for you.
Yes. So Timbuktu is really special for me because it's really written from the point of view of somebody who is supporting their spouse with PTSD. And, it honestly, it can be listened to from any standpoint of any type of mental health problem or struggle that you're going through. And just whoever's singing it is the person that's supporting the person going through it. But particularly, especially with the music video that is coming out, we talk about PTSD and veterans with this song. And I wrote it with my husband, Dave Brainerd, and our good friend, Holly McCubbin. My husband is a veteran. He was in the Air Force, and his whole family, his brother was a Marine, his dad was in the Air Force, his uncle was a Marine. So he's a very military family. And his brother was overseas on multiple tours and dealt with a little bit of PTSD. So he's seen that firsthand. So when we were writing this song, he brings a really unique perspective into the room, having that experience. And so, we kind of started going in that direction just in our own minds while we were writing this song. And so I'm really grateful. We've partnered up with an amazing organization called Operation Stand Down here in Tennessee. They help assist veterans who are struggling, getting careers, just getting back on their feet. They're doing amazing things. And so just to, get to share that with everyone and bring more attention to that is so important to me because it is something that's so often overlooked.
When I grew up, I I share this story sometimes on my show, not often, but I belonged to a singing group called the Futures of America, and we would sing songs
Wow.
from the 70s, 30s to the 70s. We would do a patriotic finale. We sang at a lot of veterans hospitals. So my whole upbringing, Jenny, was very much dedicated to that. And there was one time a veteran who had been at the Vietnam War, who hadn't spoken in a really long time. He was at a veterans hospital, and we were singing Grand Old Flag, and the man started singing with us. Music
Oh,
is a
wow.
great healer. And the nurses were crying, and we were
Absolutely.
young, and we didn't realize what was going on. I thank you for what you're doing with this song. It's so important that we are mindful of that. Whatever someone's challenges
Yeah.
is, like you said, any type of mental health right now is at the forefront of everything that we're going
Yes.
through, more so than ever before for some reason. You know, I don't know if it's technology where people are now comparing themselves on social media and they're having mental health crises over that, or just different things that we're challenged by. So thank you for this new song. Thank you for taking your music and really making it almost like a ministry, if you will. You know, like you're taking a
Yeah.
song and you're trying to bring that forward, and that's phenomenal. You know, to use your
Thank you.
talent in that way, and the concerts that, like the tours and things that you're going to be working on. Are you excited about that as well? Like singing live and performing in front of people?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's my favorite thing, getting to go see people live and, especially with songs like this, getting to connect with people in person and, giving them hugs after the show and just meeting them and hearing what song impacted them for what reason, whether it's a funny song or a serious song or whatever it may be, you know, kind of like what you said, music is a healer and that's why I got into this in the first place, I think so many artists and songwriters get into it from a personal point where, we start writing uh, for ourselves and, kind of healing whatever it is that we need to work through. And then all of a sudden it opens this world of, oh, wow, this connects to other people. And that's really cool. So if you're not making music for other people, then what are you doing? Because it's not, it can't be for yourself. So yeah, just getting to be around everyone is really, really fun for me.
And is there a favorite lullaby that you're singing to your baby these days?
Ooh, You're My Sunshine is pretty much on repeat every night.
I like that one as well. You are my sunshine, my only
Mhm.
sunshine, right?
Look at
So,
you still got it.
oh, I still got it. I said, yeah, they need to be warmed up a little bit. I can't go on tour like you, Jenny. But I thank you. I thank you so much for joining us today and wish you continued success on your journey.